Customer discovery for beginners, coming up. What is customer discovery and why is it important? In simplest terms, customer discovery is asking your potential customers open-ended questions to identify opportunities and uncover challenges and problems that they deal with within their business. Customer discovery also helps you hone your business and messaging, making it easier to acquire customers over time. The ultimate goal of customer discovery isn't just to find facts, but to develop insight. Market insights enable you to build your business model around your customers and other stakeholders, as well as unique constraints and demands of the industry you're focused on working within. It also enables you to quickly adapt to changes in the marketplace. If you have a lot of experience working in your business's industry, you may ask, do I need to do customer discovery? Almost always, the answer is yes, for three main reasons. First, doing customer discovery prevents you from falling into certain traps, like selling to your own wallet, meaning that you sell what you would want to buy in a way you want to buy it, rather than optimizing for your customers. Number two, customer discovery lets you really see your brand through your customers' eyes. This insight is an incredibly valuable competitive advantage. When you know what your customers do and don't like about what your business offers, as well as what they want and how they want to be treated, you can build your business around those preferences. This is what makes your business a customer magnet. And finally, customer discovery makes growing and scaling your business easier and more cost-effective. When you know what your customers need today and how those needs are going to change over time, you can focus most of your time, effort, and resources on high-leverage activities that are going to drive results today and well into the future. This means that every second and dollar spent goes towards driving traction rather than tire spinning. Here's how to do customer discovery in 4 steps. Step 1. Pick one type of customer that you want to work with. Ideally, choose a specific business or a specific role in a variety of businesses. This will make your customer discovery process so much easier. For example, you might choose yoga studios, dentists, or even paralegals. There are no limitations on who you can choose to focus on. They can be a group you're passionate about and familiar with, or they can be a group you're interested in but have never worked with before. The key is to choose a group of people that you believe you can be passionate about helping. Now, some of you may ask, what if I choose wrong? What if I pick a group of people and discover I don't actually want to work with them? Who you help is entirely your decision. If over the course of discovery you find you don't want to work with the people you've selected, simply start over and pick another. This process works for almost anyone, almost everywhere. That said, I generally recommend for your first business, you focus on helping other businesses. Business to business, or B2B, is generally much easier than business to consumer, or B2C. B2B customers tend to have a better understanding of their business, their needs, their challenges, as well as the risks that you have to keep in mind. This makes uncovering how you can drive value and help them much easier. Their needs and wants also tend to be more stable over time. B2C customers, on the other hand, tend to have needs that change very quickly with little or no warning, which makes uncovering significant and profitable problems much harder to identify. That said, regardless of the segment you pick, customer discovery requires you to remain focused on a single type of customer throughout the process so that your efforts and insights can compound over time. Step 2. Research your chosen customer segment and form a hypothesis. This will help give your discovery conversations a starting point. In this step, one of your goals is to map out key people within this target market to understand how they react and behave to specific problems. A helpful framework for developing your hypothesis goes like this. A specific person in your target market makes a specific decision or takes a specific action because of a specific belief or pain point. For example, new business owners and founders make a lot of mistakes when they first start out because they don't have access to the information they need when they need it. Once you have your hypothesis, you can list outcomes. Outcomes from our example include they waste a lot of time on busy work that doesn't drive revenue. They aren't positioned to capitalize on opportunities that come their way. And they experience a lot of personal hardships due to entirely avoidable challenges with their business. Formatting your hypothesis in this way helps you form questions that lets you see your target market from different perspectives. They also help you lay out your perspective, which helps you identify any assumptions you've made so they don't get in the way of the discovery process. For example, our hypothesis about business owners and founders assumes that it's a lack of information rather than mentorship or coaching that causes business owners and founders to make costly and time-consuming mistakes. In addition to hypotheses, you'll also want to identify questions that help you validate or refine them. Ideally, you want to include a lot of open-ended questions, as they give your prospects the opportunity to rant about all the different problems and challenges they face in their business. This will be gold later on in the process. Step 3. Start having conversations. Now that you have a group of people you want to work with and have prepared a list of questions to ask them, decide how you'll connect with them and start having conversations. Ideally, you want to speak to at least 250 potential customers. So create a list of people to talk to and write down their contact information in advance. This will make the discovery process much easier and efficient as you work your way through the list. If you find yourself struggling to build a list or find contacts at the companies you want to work with, try going where your target market hangs out and connect with them there. This could include places like Reddit or social media groups, but you may want to try showing showing up in person at special events or community meetups. If you've chosen a business-to-business or B2B target market, you may be able to even subscribe to a premium service that offers contact information of key decision makers. Wherever possible, you want to have these conversations using channels that encourage continuous interactive conversations. I strongly encourage setting up face-to-face conversations as they provide the most amount of information. If you're unable to meet with someone face-to-face, either virtually or in person, a telephone call is the next best thing. Channels that enable long pauses in the discussion, especially text and direct messages, should only be used as a last resort, as you lose out on a lot of additional data gained from tone, body language, and environmental information. Keep track of your progress as you work your way through your list. This will let you stay motivated and help you keep track of where information comes from. Be sure to ask your contacts if they want to be kept in the loop for any potential solutions that you identify. This opens the door to potential future conversations and even potential sales. Step 4. This is where you evaluate your data and refine your hypothesis. To get the most out of your conversations, you'll want to do this as you work through your list because it'll help you adapt and learn more about your target market. With more conversations, you'll begin to notice a pattern emerging. In addition to helping validate your hypothesis and the assumptions behind it, these patterns will help you uncover gaps in your understanding. The questions you ask your potential customers may change as you work your way through your list. While you may disregard some of your original questions, be wary of disregarding too many. It's okay to discard irrelevant questions, but be cautious not to eliminate questions that yield consistent answers. Even if you think you know the answer, it's important to ask. As you gain more experience and expertise through discovery with your target market, you want to reframe some of your open-ended questions to validate some of the data that seems to become more consistent. For example, when asking new business owners about their target market, experience has taught me that it's better to ask, does your business service everyone and anyone? Or do you focus on a specific type of customer? Rather than, what's your target market? This is because a lot of new business owners and founders adopt the anyone who buys is our customer because they think a bigger market is better, or they don't know who their customers are. The advantage to reframing your questions based on past data is that in addition to assisting with expert positioning, it makes potential embarrassing answers by your customers seem expected or acceptable, which I found tends to lead to more open, honest conversations that drive deeper discovery. Be sure to keep your questions open-ended when you reframe them, as you don't want to miss out on the insights that are gained as a result of new information being introduced. If you've done this and the previous step correctly, you should now have a long list of customer problems and a deep understanding of the day-to-day challenges that they face. Be sure to like and follow for more videos like this.